Hello and welcome to another edition of the Gravestone Pros here at North Country Memorials. Today we're going to be taking a look at a new hose reel we're very excited about. Dad especially is excited about it. We are also going to be talking a little bit about our dust collection system and why we are upgrading that system. It's going to be a good day. Come along.
Got our dust collector. It's on the forklift, and we're gonna tuck it inside until we make our changes.
Take her in.
Put this one in.
Yep. Into the shop she goes. Our new piece of equipment. It's painted all pretty and everything. No dust on her yet. Very exciting. There she be. We'll just leave her right there.
All right. I am excited. For 30 years going to cemeteries, we've been taking a big long hose off of the back of the truck and turning and turning and turning. You saw a picture or a shot of it earlier this year where Eric had very nicely rolled it all up on the bed of the truck, and that was great, wonderful. But it's just a pain, so I spent some money. Come with me. It's red, it's shiny, it's pretty. It is a 175-foot hose reel. We thought about getting the one that was electric motor, but that was about another $800 to $1,000 till you did everything. So Eric promised me that if he'll figure out how to put a motor on it. No, I'm kidding. So like the great YouTubers we are and getting content, we're ready to put it on the truck, and I'm like, yeah, we should have YouTubed that. So what we did, Eric had a great idea, because this is heavy. Starts at
probably 50 pounds.
50, 60 pounds. Then we added that much. It's close to 100, I would say.
85,
85, whatever. But I'm not going to pick this up and on and off the truck. I mean, you pick it up, put it on, it's on there for 2-3 days at a time. But Mr. Brilliant over here said, why don't we put it on a pallet, seeing as we have a forklift for that kind of stuff? So we cut down a pallet, and it is now mounted securely on a pallet. And we're gonna bring it out here and just give it the first try.
I didn't worry you.
Eric the Bull can pick it up and put it on there. So he did. And then I was gonna screw it down and go through all kinds of contortions.
They made nice little spots here that they could screw right into the thing, and I was like, why don't we just use a strap? And you don't have to have a screwdriver if you ever need to take it off or whatever. If your screwdriver's dead, you don't have to worry about it. It's just strapped. We got lots of straps. So
Do we want to go through the bottom, or do we want to go over the?
I would think we go up over.
Oh, in between here?
Yeah. The height is right. You get a little more bang for your buck if you're up a little higher, I think.
Yep.
Pulling down.
Well, one nice thing about the straps is down hard, and you're not going to hurt them, and they certainly make things very secure. I don't know what we did. I know what we did. When I was a kid, there were not ratchet straps. I'm only 60, so that tells you how new that concept is. But back then, if you had something you really wanted secure, you had a chain and a chain binder that you would crank it down.
All right, Eric, give it a little shake.
It's not going nowhere.
Perfect. We got the obligatory, that ain't going anywhere, so we know we're good. I don't think it's ever been done that a strap has been ratcheted tight, that a man hasn't grabbed it, shook it, and then said, that ain't going anywhere. It has to be done every time. The funny thing is, every now and then, it does go somewhere. The poor guy said it and everything, but it probably did go somewhere. That's disappointing to think about. Hopefully this one, will not go anywhere. All right, we're giving her a test here.
That's good.
Easy enough. Dad can crank the handle over here.
Lay her right down.
I wanted to talk about our new dust collection system. When we moved from blasting everything outside to an inside blaster, we knew we were going to need to be able to do something to collect the dust and keep us safe. I always sandblasted with this when we were outside, and this is approved for sandblast dust. It is a very nice mask. It always fogged up my lens when I was wearing a hood, and so I used to have an elephant nose that came off of this that took all my exhaust and put it down kind of into my chest more rather than blowing straight at the glass. But I've used this for years. You can take and pull these off and replace them as needed, and so it's nice, light, but it works well. It gets a good seal. Dad never has worn it. He used to have a respirator when he first started blasting, but he got sick of it very quick. But I noticed I was doing enough sandblasting that it was starting to just kind of collect, and I would notice every day I just had a lot of stuff in my nose and my nostrils, and I knew if it's in there, it's getting down into my lungs, and that's not good. And so I researched a little bit, came up with this. I got this from Miles Supply. It's what they recommended, and it's what I use. So that's been great. But when you're inside, you need something more than that as well. You need something to pull the dust out of the air. Our shop is very dusty. I think most monument shops get a decent amount of dust. It just goes along with sandblasting. So it's kind of normal, but having proper dust collection will help. So when we first started, we knew that we did not necessarily have the 8 to 10 grand to drop on a new dust collector. So we ended up looking around, doing some research, and we found a really oversized dust collector for sawdust collection. We used that. It worked well, but as the filters kind of started getting dirty, it started working less well and less well and less well. And we realized to replace the filters was over half the cost of the original unit. And so we realized it's not really a great long-term solution. And we started looking around for other ideas. And I knew that we wanted to just get a regular dust collector that had reverse pulse. I didn't want something with bags. And so we ended up doing actually Dad did quite a lot of the research on that. Ended up finding a company that had one at what seemed like a decent price. And so we put it on order and we got it. It is here and it is just waiting to be put together and assembled, and we got a whole bunch of new ductwork, so that is all here ready to go as well, all the piping and everything. And so it's very exciting and it's going to happen. I don't know if it'll happen before the new blaster comes. I kind of think at this point we might just wait and do it all together, take everything old out and then put all the new in. So that's kind of part of what we're shooting for, and I wanted to show you that since it had arrived and show you some of this footage of it arriving. And that's going to be kind of the next step to making us a little safer. It's always a concern of mine. I know that that sandblast dust is hazardous, and if you're breathing that in all the time, it's not good for you. So I'm thinking about that, and I want to be able to breathe, and I know that it's an important thing. So oxygen keeps you alive, I've heard, so it's good stuff. Thank you as always for coming along. We really appreciate it. Hope you found this video educational. Hope you found it entertaining. That is always my goal here, to make it educational and entertaining, because that's my favorite kind of video. I watch a lot of different YouTube channels, and if I feel like I'm learning a little bit of something, that always makes me happy, makes me feel like I'm not just wasting my time vegging out in front of the computer or TV or whatever I happen to be watching on. So I'm always shooting for that. Hope that's what I hit the mark on. If you like the video, go ahead, hit me that thumbs up button. Really appreciate it. If you didn't like it, hit that thumbs down. Hopefully you don't. I don't really care though. Not very many people have hit the thumbs down. Every now and then you get one. But leave a comment on the video. If you have not subscribed, we really appreciate it. I got a goal kind of in mind. I really want to get to 1,000 subscribers. If you're the guy that's been watching for a while and you're not subscribed, hit that button, then you'll know every time I upload it. Thank you again for coming along, and we will see you guys next time.